Hi all, I know this is going to sound a little bit back to school, but I just really wanted to point this out. This is a mistake that I've made, and as a result I've had to spend hours reorganising my office. So I know I preach this all the time, keep your office tidy, but it also needs to be organised. So with your paperwork, anything that's coming in and all of your foolscap versions, originals that you're printing off, so your legal notices, letters, everything is done in foolscap, right? So when we're storing these, what's the best way to store it? And the best way, I've now found after sending over 300, is a lever arch file. Pop the name of the project on the top, and then inside have everything in order in plastic wallets. Okay, we're not hole punching and putting them in the lever arch directly. You can get 200 for 15 quid off Amazon, and put them all in. You can see I've got a couple. I've just been reorganizing myself here, but put them all in the lever arch. Put them all in the plastic wallets. All right, and what that does is it makes it so much easier for you to see and to just to flick back as to what has happened within that project, and it becomes a storybook. I also put a little post-it note on everything that I get in, and it has the code number for that document. And what I do, as soon as the document comes in, I scan it and I give it a code number. So as soon as I've got a code number, and then that goes onto my tracker, right, and it gets scanned and put into my folders. So then I get that code number and I put it on the document just as a little post-it note. I do not write on anything because they're all originals. And if you think about it, like when the police, that what they would not do is tamper with evidence, and all of this is evidence. So we don't hole punch, we don't damage change in any way. The beauty of having the sleeves is that you can also keep the envelope, which again should be scanned as evidence, because windowed envelopes are really for internal mail and suggest that it's not private or confidential. So private and confidential things, certainly including finances, should not be sent through windowed envelopes, but they are. And also it will prove that they're using a PO box, which is an unmanned address, which again is a little bit shady for a reputable business to be doing, even though they all do it. So, lever arch file, code, and the date that it was received, because the date that they put on these letters, I think they've got some kind of program that says take 3 days off, because often I won't get something until 7 or 10 days after allegedly it was printed off. I don't believe that, but again, it's evidence. So I have not the date. I don't go on the date that's on the letter that I receive in. I go on the date that I got it in the post from the mailman. Yeah. So you've got to keep on top of your posts. Normally, if you're going to be, as soon as they all come in, I just get a post-it note and write the date on it, and put that on the pile of post, right? So it's dealt with. So I've got the in date, and then they can be coded and scanned and things, at a later date that's more convenient with me. But either way, I've got that in date, all right, or the received date, if you like, okay? And then what you can also do is just pop another post-it note giving you a plan of attack as to what you're going to do with that. What I do is, as soon as I scanned it in and I put it on my tracker, what you do then is, as soon as you've got it, you've scanned it in, you've given it a code number, you put it on your tracker, and then on your tracker, you'll see there's a section in there, there's a column in there to be able to put what your plan is with that document. So the idea is now that you're planning ahead. So as soon as I've got the in done, I then create the out. So what am I sending? And I'll create that document straight away. It'll be the same code number, -2, and that creates a chain of chat, if you like, or you can give it a new code number, however you want to do it, right? But I do it like that because then it keeps the conversation going, almost like a chat in WhatsApp or Messenger or something like that. If the code number was 123, then when I send my reply, the code number would be 123-2, and then they send something back, it's -3, right? And that just, as I say, just keeps the chat consistent, and again just helps me with my tracking. Hopefully that helps.